Yo, what it do, YouTube? So this is greetings. Today we're gonna talk about Zeta talks. Today we're gonna talk about that's what we're gonna talk about. So yeah, so see, where can I begin? I'm gonna talk about Zeta talks. Okay, so yeah, so basically family. We talked about stockpiling. And before that, I read a clip, or no, sometime during I read a clip, and this is an old article here talking about Zetas and talking about this vegan strongman, and that he eats one meal a day. So like right away, like I thought was interesting was all the sixes that came up in the article. You got 2013. You got 2013. 2000. Everything was like all the numbers that came up was like 6, like 2000 and 2013. He did this. He got like a heavyweight. You got a strongman's deadlift competition, like first place winner. 2013, which is a 6, and all these 6s inside, and he has like this great body. Only eats one meal a day. Now I seen the entire article of this guy. He's a brother. He's a melanated brother. And what I did was, I was this is a YouTube channel called Evolutionary Arts, and like he didn't do a bad job, or not to say that he's a he, but Evolutionary Arts didn't do a bad job, but I saw an in-depth video. I saw like the full video. I didn't see just the article. So in the full video, here's what he goes into, because he's going into the thing, and it's not true. He's like, he eats one meal a day. Well, that's not true. He starts out. Here's what he does. He starts out his day doing solar plexus exercises. So literally for breakfast, he's exercising, and he's exercising to get all of his concentration. Because you wake up, you're coming from the astral. It's not about what you're eating. It's and then they say, oh, it's mind over matter. It's not mind over matter. It's choices. You can choose to live the right way, taking it a day at a time, or you can choose to do things the wrong way. And it's as simple as that. So when you wake up in the morning, do your solar plexus exercises, because your solar plexus exercise is crucial. You don't have to use your arms. You can use your neck for your solar plexus. You can use your neck for your solar plexus exercise. So he said he eats one meal a day. That's not true. Where he lives, he's absorbing sunlight all day. So when he's exercising, He's actually eating, he's consuming the sunlight because he lives in an environment that is gonna sustain him. He doesn't live in an urban environment that can't sustain his nutritional or caloric intake. So there's that, and I forget, I wanted to do this video a little bit early. It's like 3 in the afternoon right now, it's a little late, but you know, he does his thing. He does his thing in the mornings, and people are like so captivated by his fatigue and not his fatigue, but by his physique. They're captivated and by this physique of his, and it's just really nothing. He eats nuts, he eats grains, like meal. You gotta understand, meal. You eat 1 meal a day. What is 1 meal? I eat a package of nuts. I wouldn't call that a meal. My main meals is hydration. You know, when I wake up, I stay hydrating myself. I don't stop hydrating myself until about 4 to 8 hours, or for the sake of this video, 6. I don't stop hydrating myself. 6 hours to waking up out of bed, and while I'm hydrating myself, just gonna take a seat. While I'm hydrating myself, I don't allow myself to stop hydrating myself. So, if I'm taking the time to be hydrated, I can't go outside in an unknown environment. I don't know if it's gonna be cold and dry. I don't know if it's gonna be hot and dry. And cold and dry is one thing, but cold and dry versus hot and dry, if you don't know which one you're gonna be in, obviously you can't stop hydrating, because if you are on a prolonged excursion, and this is part of survival, if you're on a prolonged excursion, how could you properly hydrate? In the midst of hydrating, you might choose to eat, and then if you eat something, it's no good. Like you just dehydrate yourself even more now. So there's that. So that's what I'm talking about. But I really wanted to just like go into like all the 6s, which is contained inside that article. And it's not really that real, because he eats 1 meal a day. So really, in other words, he's fasting for 23 hours, which is not the truth. Literally, this guy eats like 7 times a day. He eats roughly 7 times a day. A meal. He eats 7 meals a day. He might have a main meal, but no, he eats 7 times a day. As soon as he wakes up in the morning, he has food. He has food. He doesn't need food because he's not going to be doing, he's not going to be like in a work environment. He's not going to be working how you and I work, or how you work especially. But but basically it's time for people that are my celestial family, people who are my neighbors, to really just back away from this fucking thing we call a system. It's time to start pulling away from this thing we call a system. The reason why is because we don't want to. We want to get out. We don't want to be on this elevator for that much longer, especially longer than we have to. So Like right now, everything is a choice. Everything is a choice. Everything is decisions to be made. And unless we do our part to be a part of the conglomerate, be a part of the wave, unless we are doing our part, we can't fulfill anything. We have a greater call, we have a greater assignment, and that assignment is to awaken the planet, awaken the beings, awaken. We have to, every day, we have to get up with how are we going to awaken ourselves. And it's good that we provide content for us to remain motivated and to remain focused, so we don't lose focus on what's at hand. I don't know what the name of this title is. This title is something like Zeta Talk, fasting. Zeta Talk fasting. So this is gonna be it. You have a vegan strongman who eats one meal a day. That was the headline. And the reason why it's the headline is because he eats one meal a day, right? So the reason why it's the headline is because there's an obvious power in eating one meal a day. Like, I don't think anyone can say they eat one meal a day. I don't eat one meal a day. I do, most normally I do. Most normally I eat one time a day. But throughout the day, I'm always eating. Throughout the day, when I'm hydrating, I'm taking in sunlight, because early in the morning, that's when there's the most sunlight. And I take in as much sunlight as I can for myself until I feel like I'm ready to step out into the world. But the power in that, and I want to tie this into my last is that without love, you cannot go anywhere. You cannot go too far without love. Love, that's why I say, like, I just try to think about who am I gonna give my first $10 to, because that person could be someone who I can have an intense relationship with. It could be a person that I could have a friendly relationship with. It could be someone that I see tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. It could be someone I see on a Saturday, it could be someone I see on Thursday or Friday. So that's the importance of love. You need love. And if you are acting outside of love, then you'll never find anything. If you're acting outside, you won't find a way to be independent. If you're acting outside of love, you need to give love in order to get something back. And what you get back is independence. You get back independence or dependence. It's the same thing. So I do that, and it helps me. It helps me a lot. It helps me tremendously. And, 'cause, 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 ' So tie that in all together. You have a vegan strongman who eats 1 meal a day, which is not the truth. He supposedly he fasts for 23 hours, which is not the truth. But one thing he's not doing, he's not working. Because how could he fast? How can you fast for 23 hours and work 17 hours? It's not gonna work out. So, I just wanted to bring out the numbers. I want to bring out the numbers, and that I'll probably do another video today if this one's taken care of completely. I don't know. So with that said, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace. Sending you good energy.